All right, so the next part of the table going up is the come bet and the don't come. The come and the don't come work the same way as a pass line or a don't pass once the point is established. So when the puck is on, you can bet the come, and it works the exact same way as a pass line bet. So if the table minimum is $10, you put $10 in the come. Let's say the shooter rolls a 9. This bet would travel up to the 9. Now, like the pass line, it is a contract bet. You cannot take this bet down. You can put odds on it and take the odds down if you would like, but this bet cannot come off because it is a contract bet. Now, how do you win this bet? So the shooter rolled a 9, your bet travels to the 9. Basically, you're waiting for them to roll a 9 before they roll the 7. If they roll the 9, you get paid even odds here. And if you have odds on it, you get paid odds separately. And if they roll a 7, you lose the bet. Now, again, in the come, an 11 is a winner and a 7 is a winner. So if the shooter rolled a 7 and you have $10 in the come, you would get paid the $10. The CRAPS numbers 2, 3, 12 are losers in the come, so the bet would just come down and you'd have to replace it. The don't come works the exact opposite. So if you bet the don't come, let's say you bet the don't come, shooter rolls a 9. This bet would travel behind the 9 back here, and you're basically hoping they roll a 7 before they roll the 9. So now let's actually get into what these odds look like and what the payouts are. So the odds are determined based off the number of combinations on the dice. On the game of craps, you shoot 2 die, right? So you have 36 possible combinations. The 7 has 6 combinations, the most common number. So that's why you're not looking for that number after the point is established. It is the most common. So there's a bit of a house edge there. So what is the payout on the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10? So if you're betting the pass line, the odds differ than if you're just placing the bet. So first I'm going to go over the pass line odds, and then I'll go over the place bet odds. So now what I'm going to do also is I'm actually going to cover the 8, 9, and 10 just because they're sister numbers, so we're going to act like these aren't here for now, and I'm just going to break down the 4, 5, 6. Again, the 4 pays the same as the 10, the 5 pays the same as the 9, and 6 pays the same as the 8. So on the pass line, right, you have a $10 pass line, let's say. If the point is 4, you get 1-to-1 on the pass line. But let's say you put $10 in odds behind. Now, in most casinos, the odds go 3, 4, 5 times. So on the 4 and the 10, you can place 3 times your bet here. I'm just gonna, for the simplicity, keep it single odds. So the odds on the back would pay 2-to-1. So let's say your shooter rolls a 4, you'd get paid 1-to-1 on the front, so $10 here, and you'd get paid 2-to-1 on the back, so you'd get $20 there. So that's a payout for the 4 on the pass line. 10 is the same way. Now, if you place bet the 4, so let's say the 4 is not on and you place bet the 4 for $10, let's say. So you would throw the dealer $10 and tell them to place the 4. The payout on that is 5 to 9. So if you have a $10 bet, you would win $18. And the dealer would pay you $18 for your $10 bet. All right, now let's say the 5 is the point, right? So you have a $10 pass line on the 5. You have single odds again on the 5. Now on the 5 and 9, you can place up to 4 times odds at most casinos. But again, single odds for simplicity here. All right, so say shooter rolls a 5, right? You would get 1-to-1 on the front, and then the back pays 3-to-2. So you have $10 in the back, so you would win $15 for your odds bet there. Now, if you place the 5, right? So let's say we place the 5 for $10. That pays 5 to 7. So your $10 bet will win $14. So the dealer will pay you out $14 if the 5 is rolled. Now, sometimes you will hear the dealer say, drop me $1. For bets like this, if you have a lot of ones in your rack, sometimes they'll pay you 15. All right, the dealer give you 15 and you drop them $1. So in essence, you're still getting $14, but it's a little bit cleaner and you don't have as many ones in your rack. All right. So let's say now the 6 is our point. We have a $10 pass line. We have single odds in the back. Shooter rolls a 6. Now, you get paid 1-to-1 on the front. There are more combinations of the 6 than some of the other numbers, so the payout on the back is actually 5 to 6. So your $10 odds bet here would win $12. Again, same thing goes for the 8 if that is your pass line bet. Now, for the odds bet, or the place bet on the 6, right? So a $10 6, you can't have a $10 6 because the way the structure works out, it's 6 to 7. So your 6 and your 8 for a place bet have to be in multiples of 6. So you can put a $6 6, you can put a $12 6, and so on and so forth. But for this example, I'm doing a $10 minimum, so you'd put a $12 bet on the 6. And if you forget these things, the dealer will help you out. So if you drop $10 for the 6, the dealer will say, drop me another $2 to make it proper. So that's why they're asking for that. It has to be in multiples of 6. So in this example, we're going to use a $12 bet. The $12 bet would pay out 14. So it's the same payout in theory as the 5 or the 9. You win $14, but you do have to risk a little bit more. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the basics of craps here. I will be going over a little bit more basics in future videos. So if you want to learn a little bit more, go ahead and take a look at those videos. As always, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, share a comment if you like the video. If you want to see a specific strategy or you have a question, I'm pretty active, so leave it a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. There's a lot of different strategies we're going to go over, so don't forget to list those down there if you would like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.